Bring in lead therapist at the Sesayara Foundation, Dr. Rose Ogudigbe, for more on this development. Conversations are on now as regards to the issue of bullying and child protection in school. But this situation or this particular challenge has been with us for a while. I remember as far back as in secondary school, bullying by seniors was part of school life. This is perhaps the third or fourth widely publicized incident this year. Do you expect the narrative to change?
Good evening.
Good evening, Doctor. I can hear you.
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Yes, I expect the narratives to change because right now there is increased awareness. As you said, it has always been there. And I would like to say that bullying, especially in the school environment, is a universal problem. It has always been there. It is just that there was low awareness about it. And even in cases where it was identified, it was swept under the carpet or rather handled with levity. So the culture then permitted it. So I expect a positive change in the narratives because there is now increased awareness about the problem.
Let's talk about provision of therapy to victims in this regard. At the wake of the Dowen College situation, many other parents have come up with their own stories. Who do these children talk to, particularly in a situation where there are no structures on ground to report these incidences?
Okay, schools are supposed to have guidance counselors and responding to victims of bullying or children who have suffered any other form of psychological problem it's part of the duties or the job of the school counselor. So in schools where you have guidance counselors, the counselor is supposed to address this issue. It's supposed to have a plan for the child, a long-term plan, a therapy plan that will help the child to recover, because bullying can have adverse short-term and long-term psychological and even physical impacts on children.
Fear is a big factor for victims of bullying. They call you a snitch if you report to school authorities. Are there signs that parents and guardians are supposed to watch out for to tell whether a child has been bullied in school?
Yes, that's very important. Parents and guardians are supposed to identify if they are observant enough, because in many cases, the signs are usually there. The signs are usually there. The unfortunate thing is that sometimes parents or guardians, even school authorities, take these signs for granted. From the home front, for instance, when you observe that a child who has been eager or enthusiastic about going to school, suddenly the child is saying, oh, I don't want to go to school today, I don't want to go to school. The parents should not handle that with levity. They should not ignore that kind of sign. That is supposed to be investigated. There is a reason for a child saying, oh, I don't want to go to school. There's sometimes you can find that this child is withdrawn or moody or sad. And there are also situations where we have physical injuries on the child's body also. So when parents identify this, they are supposed to pick up the issue with the school authority. They are supposed to report their observations so that the school will investigate to be sure of what has happened to the child.
The bullies in these cases are also children who have parents. Attention now has to shift to the families. Many are saying that things have to change as regards our parenting style. What would you say to parents of bullies?
I strongly believe in that because bullying is mainly learned through a process that we call social learning, that is learning by imitation. So children, for instance, who are growing up in families where there is a bully culture, let's assume that the father abuses the mother physically or verbally, and this is done to the notice of the children, it is very likely that these children will pick up these behaviors thinking that it's a normal behavior. And the likely thing is for them to pick on young, weaker children, whether around their community, their neighborhood, or in school, to bully them as well. So parents have a lot to do in curbing bullying, starting from the way they model appropriate behavior at home to their children.
All eyes on the Doan College situation. We expect a coroner inquest into this particular case. Dr. Rose Ogedengbe is a lead therapist of the Sese Yara Foundation. Thank you for talking to us tonight.